Welcome, thrill seekers, to Terrifying Tales. Here we delve into the darkest corners of our world, unearthing the chilling truths that lie beneath the surface of the everyday. From the sinister to the surreal, we will take you on a journey that will test your courage and challenge your perception. So strap in, hold on tight, and prepare for a bumpy ride as we plunge into the abyss of fear and fascination. Let the exploration begin. Imagine a world where laughter turns to fear, where joy morphs into dread, where the innocent becomes sinister. The line between amusement and terror is thin and often blurred. Welcome, dear viewers, to a chilling exploration of the terrifying truth behind the clown epidemic. In this world, a clown's painted face is not a symbol of happiness, but a mask of horror. The sound of their laughter does not inspire joy, but sends shivers down your spine. Their antics do not amuse, but unsettle. Today, we delve deep into this unsettling phenomenon, peeling back the layers of makeup to reveal the haunting reality beneath. So sit back, hold your breath, and let us unmask the horror that lies behind the clown's painted grin. Have you ever pondered why clowns, ostensibly emblems of joy and laughter, can send a bone-chilling cold down your spine? It's a question that haunts many in their darkest hours. Clowns, in essence, are meant to be harbingers of joy and amusement, but instead they inspire not laughter but terror, discomfort, and dread. Could it be their distorted visages that trigger this abject horror? A clown's face is no ordinary face. It's a distorted mask, a grotesque canvas painted with lurid and harsh colours that warp the features beneath. Their grins stretch wider than any human smile should, their eyes, ringed with dark liner and crowned with arched, painted eyebrows, are unnaturally large and hauntingly expressive. These distorted aspects produce an uncanny effect, making the familiar morph into something spine-tinglingly strange and unreliable. Perhaps it's their exaggerated emotional display that sets our hearts pounding in terror. Clowns are performers, and they portray emotions as they paint their faces, with loud, exaggerated strokes. A clown's smile isn't just a smile, it's a malevolent grin that stretches grotesquely from ear to ear. Their laughter isn't just laughter, it's a raucous cackle that reverberates ominously. These exaggerated emotional outbursts can make clowns seem volatile and even dangerous, inciting feelings of horror. Then there's their behavior. Renowned for their slapstick antics that morph the mundane into the absurd, clowns might pull an endless string of handkerchiefs from their sleeves or cram into a tiny car with a dozen of their comrades. But sometimes these behaviors tip from amusing to disturbing. When clowns' antics twist into the bizarre or the grotesque, the horror they incite intensifies. Envision this: a man walking alone on a desolate street late at night encounters a clown. There's no reason for a clown to be there, no circus or children's party nearby. The street is silent, the only sound, the distant, eerie hum of city life. The man spots the clown before he hears him, its painted grin contorted grotesquely, eyes glinting malevolently under the dim streetlight. Even from afar, the man can see the erratic and exaggerated expressions on the clown's face. He can see the way the clown jitters, chaotic and unpredictable, like a marionette with tangled strings. The man freezes, a creepy chill creeping down his spine. He can hear the clown now, its laughter echoing terrifyingly into the night. It's a horrifying sound, a sound that seems to carry all the sinister undertones clowns have come to embody. It's a sound that reverberates in the stillness, a sound that haunts after the clown has vanished. The man forces himself to move on, but the impression of the clown is seared into his mind. Each time he closes his eyes, he sees the twisted face of the clown. Each time he attempts to sleep, he hears the clown's eerie laughter. The encounter becomes a perpetual reminder of the terror that clowns can inspire, a chilling memory that will forever taint his perception of clowns. And thus an ordinary night morphed into a terrifying memory that would forever haunt the man. Prepare yourselves as we journey into yet another harrowing tale that deepens the terrifying lore of macabre clown encounters. Nestled within an unassuming Midwestern town, a seemingly innocent community park took center stage. Once filled with the joyful echoes of childlike laughter and burgeoning friendships, this park was a beloved sanctuary for the townsfolk. But it was here, within this idyllic setting, where a vivacious woman known for her love of peaceful nocturnal strolls encountered an unspeakable horror during one doomed evening. As darkness draped itself across the park, it morphed from a lively haven into a graveyard of silence. The playground, usually vibrant and filled with life, turned into an abandoned ghost town, its swings and slides standing still, the eyrie broken only by the whispering rustle of the trees and distant hum of the slumbering town, completely oblivious to the nightmarish spectacle that was about to unravel. Walking down the known path, now a sinister alleyway under the threatening shadows of the night, the woman noticed a shape manifesting from the ink-black darkness. A chilling that was starkly out of place in the quietude of the night. As she drew nearer, the figure began to morph, each step she took amplifying the thumping rhythm of her heart. Indeed, was a clown. An embodiment of joy and laughter was now a shadowy sentinel under the dim, flickering park lights, its red nose glinting menacingly, its painted smile grotesquely distorted, caricature of joy. The silence was shattered by the clown's cold, unnerving laughter, a sound that slithered through the park, injecting dread into every crevice. Frozen by an unspeakable terror, the woman found herself ensnared in a nightmarish chase. With each pound of her heart matching the rhythm of the stalking clown's footsteps, she ran. Her breath was short and ragged, mind consumed by desperation to escape. The chilling laughter piercing her ears, a nightmarish soundtrack to her frantic flight. She narrowly escaped, gasping for breath, her heart still echoing the horrors she had faced. This was not a memory that could be dismissed. It clung to her, a spectre that simply would not be banished. The aftermath was deeply unsettling. This once vibrant woman, full of life, was now a ghost of her former self, her eyes dimmed by paranoia. The image of the grinning clown under the flickering lights scarred her, forever staining her love for the night with the memory of her ordeal. Each spine-chilling tale serves as a grim reminder of the terror that these clowns inspire. Even in the most mundane of places, a feeling of terror can take hold. Brace yourselves as we delve deeper into this blood-curdling phenomenon. However, this is not a mere isolated event. Clowns, once the epitome of delight and joyous laughter, are mutating into embodiments of sheer terror worldwide. The tale is a twisted one, tracing its roots back to the era of court jesters and circus performers. These were individuals who cloaked their own agony behind the facade of laughter and jest, distracting others from their own hardships. The once jovial clown before long embarked on a dark, sinister journey, turning its once merry visage into an inspiration for deep-seated dread. We begin in the silent suburbs of Australia. Amidst the tranquil neighbourhoods where the only sounds are echoes of children laughing or the soothing hum of nature, a horrifying story began to disseminate. A young lad, playing in the dimming twilight, returned home, terror reflected in his wide-open eyes. He spoke of a ghastly figure, a clown, its features grotesquely distorted beneath the painted grin, lurking ominously in the shadows. This marked the genesis of the nightmare. Subsequent sightings began to crop up. A clown peering menacingly into homes, its eyes aglow with an eerie, supernatural light. The once peaceful slumber of adults and children was now punctuated by terror, their dreams supplanted by vicious nightmares. Next, we traverse to the intensely dynamic cities of the United States. Amidst the harsh reality of the urban jungle, a malevolent jester was sighted. He loomed in the bleak alleyways, his perturbing laughter reverberating off the towering structures. His very existence instilled unadulterated fear in hearts, his tale inciting a paranoia that began to spread like an uncontrolled blaze. Then, across the Atlantic in England, a schoolyard was thrown into a state of lockdown when a spine-chilling clown was observed near the gates. The sight of this monstrous figure sent shivers down the spines of both teachers and pupils. All activities were abruptly halted. The school was transformed into a desolate ghost town, its haunting silence interrupted only by the eerie whisper of the wind. The fear was so thick you could it. The image of that grotesque figure, its bright red nose stark against its hideous face, was permanently etched into the minds of the students. Over to Brazil, a country synonymous with its vibrant culture and exuberant carnivals, the scene was eerily identical. A casual night stroller, out for a serene walk, was frozen in fear as a horrifying clown materialized from the abyss of darkness. The sight of this evil figure, its face only lit by the ghostly glow of the moon, chilled the observer to the bone. The city, usually pulsating with the rhythm of samba, was now echoing with tales of this petrifying creature. Venturing to South Africa, a land celebrated for its stunning landscapes and diverse wildlife, an entire neighborhood was jolted awake as a malevolent clown prowled the streets. The clown, its grotesque face twisted into a malicious grin, stalked through the residential area, its blood-curdling laughter piercing the still of the night. The inhabitants, normally at peace under the tranquil African night sky, were kept on high alert, their hearts pounding in their chests. These stories, each more horrifying and bone-chilling than the last, are not figments of imagination. They are genuine experiences of terror that individuals across the globe have endured, that have morphed the once cherished clown into a worldwide nightmare. The tales are countless, the fear is universal, and the phenomenon is undeniably global. One cannot help but wonder, what does this creepy clown epidemic say about our society? A question that echoes in the silence of our unease. It suggests that beneath the painted smiles and oversized shoes lies not just a figure of jest, but a symbol of our deepest fears and anxieties. A manifestation of the unknown, the distorted, the grotesquely unfamiliar. The clown, in its twisted form, becomes a vessel for our inherent dread of the concealed, the unpredictable. As we peel back the layers of this phenomenon, we're confronted with a chilling truth. Perhaps the creepy clown epidemic is not just about the clowns themselves, but a mirror reflecting our collective fears and anxieties. After all, aren't we all a little afraid of what lurks in the shadows? As we reach the end of our journey, it's time to unmask the final truth behind this creepy clown epidemic. The painted faces, the exaggerated expressions, and the oversized shoes that have haunted us throughout this exploration are more than just an unsettling trend. They are a manifestation of our deepest, darkest fears, a tangible representation of the unknown, the unpredictable, and the concealed. This fear of clowns is no accident. Psychologically, it's linked to the uncanny valley. The discomfort we feel when we encounter something that is almost, but not quite human. The clown, with its distorted features and exaggerated expressions, falls squarely into this category. It's this unsettling familiarity that fuels our fear, and ultimately, the clown epidemic. The societal impact of this phenomenon is immense. It has bred a culture of fear and anxiety, turning laughter into dread and jesters into monsters. But this epidemic is not just a reflection of our fears, it's also a reflection of our society. It's a mirror that forces us to face our collective anxieties, our shared dread of the unknown. Looking forward, the future of this phenomenon is uncertain, but one thing is clear, it's up to us to decide how we cope with it. Will we let our fear of the unknown consume us, or will we confront it head-on, unmask it and rob it of its power? Remember, the world is full of laughter and fear, joy and dread. It's up to us to decide which one we choose to embrace. Thank you for joining us on this terrifying journey. We've delved into the abyss, faced unsettling appearances, and unmasked the final truth behind the creepy clown epidemic. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us continue to bring you more terrifying tales. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on this phenomenon. Do you think the clown epidemic is a reflection of our societal fears? How do you cope with the unknown? Leave a comment below and share your insights. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep exploring the unknown with us. Remember, it's up to us to decide which we choose to embrace, laughter or fear. So until next time, keep confronting the fears and keep laughing.